What is up? Hello, hello, all my beautiful ladies. Happy Thursday. Just taking a big deep breath today and just grounding. My energy has just been feeling so grounded lately. I've been taking a lot of time to just rest, a lot of time to just sit in meditation, a lot of time to just soak up all the energy of the world right now. If you're in the United States, you will know that this has been a very big time right now with the inauguration, with just a lot of transitioning of energies. And as a very empathic person, I have been feeling the craziness of the energy, and I feel like things are finally starting to kind of just simmer down and settle down. And to all of you watching, please say hi. If you're joining on live, comment and let me know who's on. And for those of you watching the replay, put in a hashtag replay. Hi, Sophia. So I want to jump in and talk today about how to really become a powerful attractor. If you know anything about me, you know I'm all about the woo. I'm all about the spiritual connection that we have to ourselves, to the planet, to the universe, to ourself. And being able to manifest is something that is, I think it's talked about a lot in theory, but in the actual tangible action steps of it tends to get washed over, right? Because it's a very theoretical, metaphysical kind of idea. But when we really come down to it, it's like, okay, but how do I actually manifest what I want, right? And this is something that we go deep into in the Attraction Academy, and doors are now closed for that. I am celebrating all the beautiful women who are the lucky chosen few who will be joining me for this winter Attraction Academy. If you have not gotten a chance to join, that's okay. I will be hosting another one coming in the spring, so stay tuned for that. But I wanted to just kind of touch on this a little bit and talk about this concept of how do we really manifest and attract what it is that we want in our life. And especially when it comes to relationships, I think that the biggest mistake and the biggest critical shift that needs to happen for when we are really getting into this place of manifesting is that it is so much less about the doing and so much more about the being, right? And I know that this can feel really frustrating to the mind because the mind doesn't want to hear that. The mind wants to hear, give me the tangible steps, give me the things to do and I'll do them. Because if you're like me and if you're in my community, you are a powerful, ambitious woman and you live and you thrive in the doing. And so when it comes into manifesting, it can be really challenging to just step back into the being. And this is something that I'm continuing to lean more and more into this year as well for myself, is just leaning into the being and letting go of so much of the doing. So the biggest here in this shift that we get to make as being a powerful attractor and a powerful manifestor is really about detachment. And I really want to talk about this concept of detachment, right? Because here's what happens normally when we get into setting out a goal for ourselves. If we're in our masculine, ambitious hustler mode, we set a goal and we say, okay, right? I want to manifest a new job, or or a promotion, right? Or I want to attract in a new man. And we start putting out that goal and we start actually tracking back all the things that we need to do to start making that happen. So for example, I had a client once who, she was so in this business mode of doing things that she literally would refer to her dating as her pipeline and her lead funnel. And she says, I need to get more leads in my funnel. I need to keep the funnel going, right? I need to always have a constant supply of leads coming in. And when we do this, we are staying in the mind and we're not allowing ourselves to tap into the magic of manifesting and the magic of actually attracting, because we are so caught up in the doing and the leaning forward energy of going to get it. Okay? So this is the whole idea that I have and that I teach on about relaxing into love, is that love doesn't have to be gotten. Love doesn't have to be achieved. Love doesn't have to be created. It gets to be received, right? So this comes from a place of when we really, really detach. When we detach from the goal, and when we detach from needing the desire underneath it. Because what we end up finding, what I notice a lot, is that when we put out that goal, we have a lot of feelings that come up around that goal, right? So I want you to post in here in the chat right now. We'll have a little bit of an interactive session on this. I want you to post a goal right now that you really feel that you want to achieve, or something that you really want to manifest into your life. And then we're going to kind of talk through how we can try and achieve it from a masculine place, or how we can achieve it from more of a feminine, powerful, attractive space. Sophia says detachment is exactly the lesson I am attracting. Beautiful. So you're noticing, although you haven't been able to practice detachment, you're attracting the lesson of detachment, which is what we're talking about right here. So you're already on your way there, love. Beautiful. Well, I'll give you an example. So let's just say that you want to attract a job promotion, right? And you go into, well, actually, let's not talk job promotion. Let's talk about love, because that's what we're here. We're always about wanting to focus around love and relationships. Let's say you want to attract a man into your life, and you put out this goal. Okay, this is the year I'm going to attract the love of my life, right? If we take this from a masculine perspective, we start to think, okay, what are all the things that I need to start doing to actually attract a man into my life and get that goal and achieve that goal? So we probably think, okay, I need to get my dating profile online and start doing online dating, right? Or I need to start joining a bunch of meetup groups. I need to start talking to my friends and seeing who's single, right? A lot of things that are these action-oriented steps. But what we're not addressing are all the underlying things that are actually the energy, the energetics running the show, that is actually contributing to whether or not you attract this in, okay? So you could be going out there and you could be doing all the things. You could be filling your lead pipeline. You could be sprucing up your online dating profile. You could be making yourself seem as attractive as possible. But if underlying you haven't dealt with the essence of what's really underneath, then all of that action is just going to fall flat, and you're going to continue to find yourself up against a wall, smacking this kind of like limited glass ceiling, like they call it, of not being able to actually get what you want. And this is then where it starts to get really frustrating, right? Because we're doing all the things, we're stressing ourselves out, our mind is just like, we must have to do more, right? If we're not getting what we want, we must have to do more. And drop a 1 in the comments if this is something that resonates with you as well as what I'm talking about here, right? So then our mind goes into this place of like, okay, well, if I'm not getting the results that I want and I'm not able to attract my man in, then maybe that means there's more that I need to do, right? I just must not be good enough. I must not be pretty enough, skinny enough, cool enough, ambitious enough, all the things. Right? So then, instead of actually addressing just what is in that being essence, that powerful manifesting, attracting power, we get so pulled out of that and so caught up into this mind space, which started with, okay, what are the actions I need to do to achieve the goal? But then it becomes all the overfunctioning, all the overthinking, all the anxiety, the self-doubt, the criticism, the past stories, the narratives, right? And we get stuck in this swirling pattern, this dark, negative swirling pattern that just keeps us stuck and confused and starts to feel hopeless. And the reason I can articulate this is because I see this happen so many times with women that I talk with and women that come into my breakthrough calls and the women that I end up working with, is that they get caught up into this place in the mind, and it's completely okay. If you are anywhere in this place, I completely understand, and it's okay. It's just really important to recognize it, right? And to really start to see that the mind can't fix this, and the mind can't get you what you want. When it comes to love, the mind cannot get you what you want. It's about tapping into the being essence. It's about tapping into the receiving. It's about tapping into all of the magic that is underneath the mind. And that is in the place of the heart space. And before I talk more about that, I just want to follow up on some comments here. Beautiful. Sophia's saying, confidence in my career. That's a big one you want to attract in. Beautiful, beautiful. Confidence in my choices and my words, my feelings, my boundaries, my ability to express them to men. Beautiful, Sophia. Yeah, so confidence is a big one that you want to achieve this year, a big goal that you have. And lots of times we think about it from the mind essence, right? Of, okay, how do I need to go out and do things to build my confidence, to create more confidence, to do all of these things? And what I really want to offer here in all of this is that when we really tap into it, It's about what we are feeling deep down within, right? If the goal is about achieving more confidence, it's about taking a second to get out of the head, to come back into your heart, to be able to journal or meditate through this or talk through it with a coach and really explore, where is the lack coming from, right? Where is the feeling of not being able to have this coming from? Because that's the root of it. That's the root of it over everything. The mind is just trying to fill the void. It's like, okay, I have a void. I'm going to go try and fill it and bring it to me. But that's not what is actually going to be able to bring you into that powerful place of attracting and receiving. The place to bring into the powerful action of attracting and receiving is about going right into the source and asking yourself, why is it that I feel a lack in this space that needs to be filled, right? And when we can get to that point, then we can start to understand and uncover where this lack is coming from. And then we can get down to the fear, the deeper fear, right? If I really had confidence, then people are going to think blank, or I'm going to lose blank, right? If I really believed and knew that I could actually get what I wanted in my relationship, that would mean blank. And that's really where we really get to explore and uncover these deeper truths. And once we start to sit with that and uncover those truths, that's when we really have the power in our hands, right? Because that's when we can really see it. We can bring it to the surface. We can stare it straight in the face and we can say, ha, I see you. I see you belief. I see you fear. And this is not serving me. This is not serving me to think this way and believe this way. And actually laugh at it and talk it through and release it for good. And that's when we are able to detach. We are able to detach from the exact root core, deep, deep belief or feeling or past trauma or experience that has been dictating subconsciously everything. Everything that all the action in the mind could work itself into a frenzy and never be able to actually solve, right? Like going in to the center and plucking out that little thorn and releasing it for good. And when we are really able to do that, that's when we have that place of detachment, right? That's when we know, I can relax. I can relax and I can trust. I can trust myself and I can trust the universe that I don't need to know the how. I get to put out the desire and I get to trust and know that it's going to come to me because I've released the block from allowing it in, okay? Beautiful. Sophia says that that comes from a dynamic with my dad. Yes, being years with domineering partners and friends. Beautiful. I'm glad this is resonating for you, Sophia. This is the key secret sauce, my loves. This is the depths, really, of this work of energetics, right? And becoming a really powerful attractor and a really powerful manifestor. It's really in being able to circumvent the mind and get back down into the heart and get back down into the soul and start asking yourself those deeper questions. Because it's in those moments that you can really start to uncover the real truths, the real understandings of what is going on, right? Why is this such a goal that I've never been able to achieve? Why is it that I always keep coming short of it, or that I always fall into these old patterns? It's because there's something deeper underneath that's not allowing you to continue to actually receive. You are putting up some sort of energetic block that's allowing that to come through into your experience. So I really want you to sit with that today. And if this is something that you really want to explore deeper, I highly encourage you to reach out. And I have 2 different things that I think would be really great for you. For those of you who are just feeling like you want guidance and you want somewhere to go and ask questions and have me in your corner, being able to just give you support on an ongoing basis around self-love, around self-confidence, around self-worth, around feminine energy, around dating, around all of those things, I would love to invite you into into my Ladies Love Lounge. This is something that is a really beautiful membership that you can join us. And I do weekly live streams. I answer your questions. I provide tons of support inside of this group. I provide weekly meditations, really there to help you, just give you that kind of guidance and that continued place to ask questions and get that real-time support. And if you're feeling like you want to go really deep on it and really be able to do the soul cleansing work, then I am also opening up spots on my calendar to have just an intro breakthrough call with me, and we can explore if working together one-on-one feels like a good fit as well. So either way, feel free to DM me and I can give you all the links, and I'll drop them here as well. But I hope that this was able to really just give you some nice nuggets to chew on today. And yeah, I'm excited to hear what comes through for you. Talk with you soon, ladies.